Since he's not currently in the room and we don't want him to get an inflated ego, I think all of us should talk about what our favorite G-vlog is, our favorite of Graham's vlog. And if it's all right with everybody, I would like to start.
Please.
My favorite Graham vlog is the time that he got kicked out of the Hello Kitty factory, which I didn't think you could do because they normally allow all kinds of filming in there, but it's one of his shorter ones. Like it's only about like 5, maybe 6 minutes, and it starts out super normal at first, right? Like you get the exterior shots, he's doing the greeting, like the walking up and everything. And he starts to go through all the various different parts of the tour. Like he goes on the standard tour, they let you film. It's a little weird that they keep all the different like kinds of things that they make that are Hello Kitty branded in that one factory, but they have it in that like long thing. So he's on the conveyor belt, right? And as it goes on and on, he continues to talk about each one. Like, okay, here's where they make all the dinnerware that's Hello Kitty branded themed. Totally normal vlog. But because the conveyor belt is continuing to go, he eventually starts talking, you know, more and more, but is running out of time because he's continuing to move. So he starts trying to walk back the other way against the rest of the crowd. And at first they give him a little bit of grace for that. Because obviously a foreigner, obviously not from here. But as you get closer towards the end of the tour, because they want to get you out and they want to get the next crew in, the conveyor belt picks up the pace a little bit. And honestly, I'm a little surprised that he released this because, well, I mean, maybe he was just proud of it, I guess. I have never seen a man knock over an entire elementary class that quickly before. Wow. It was incredible. And then, I mean, at that point, they just kind of picked him up bodily and threw him out. But it was a good episode. It was a very good episode. He drank more than in the Beer Fest episode.
That's true. Too. Yeah, I just really enjoy the most of his Japan trip videos. Yeah. My favorite was the other factory he and Kathleen went to go visit while they were there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was odd because you get to they wanted to go check out the robots, right? Yeah. Because you're Japan, you got to go check out the robots. But there was some big sporting event going on outside, and it was it made the factory a lot easier to get through. They were actually able to get on the line at a certain point. Yeah. And actually be there. And unfortunately, this is that time, and it only happened for a while, so a lot of people didn't notice it. But that was the time that Graham had his head knocked off, and for a while, you had Graham actually as a robot, and he actually went out to the sporting event. Graham's new robot body, but with his head. He was very confused for that, and so I think at that point that was when the Graham body holding the camera was able to just catch one of those rare glimpses of Kathleen igniting her thrusters, and just kind of hovering through the rest of it, and managed to knock the Graham body with robot head off the assembly line. And eventually they were able to reconnect them with each other, but they had to carry Graham's head around the backpack for a while. It was it's weird.
I always thought that put like a bit of a dent in their trip, but they didn't seem to mind it too much.
No,
it was a good episode.
Yeah, it was the second one in the series too. So
okay, how about you, Matt? You watch Graham's vlogs? You have a favorite episode?
Ironically, my favorite episode is also from Graham's Japan trip. Yeah. And it is when he stopped by the GMC factory in Hokkaido.
Right.
And I don't know, there was something a little strange about it to me where I don't know what got into him that day, but for some reason he decided that he wanted to see how American cars were made in Japan, which is, I don't know, not something you would expect a person to put on their tour of Japan. There's all these neat Japanese cultural artifacts and places they could go. But
it could have been I haven't watched that one yet, but it could have been a cross-cultural thing. Like that's that time I ordered a hamburger in Spain because I just had to know what it was like.
Fair enough.
It could have been like, how is it different here?
That's fair.
I don't know. I'm guessing. Anyways, I'm sorry. You were saying.
Anyhow, it actually turns out that their production processes in Japan are very different because, of course, they have different environmental standards.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it, or you wouldn't realize it, but in fact,
We're talking about favorite Jeep vlogs in here?
Yeah.
Oh, sick. No, keep going, Matt.
Yeah. You were saying.
You're giving away my feet for free!
It is a charity, Matt.
You
took too long, Matt!
well.
Back to it.
Anyhow, you wouldn't expect it, but as it turns out, Graham was operating under a misapprehension anyhow, because, as previously noted, he went to the GMC factory thinking it was an American car manufacturer, but in fact, GMC is GM Canada, and in actuality, all of the parts for Canadian GM cars are manufactured in Japan. And, well, they do have...
So they're just assembled here?
Yeah, they're just assembled here. So they manufacture all the parts in Japan. They ship them freight across the sea to Canada. They come into the port of Vancouver, and they assemble them in London, Ontario. And, and so, I don't know what Graham was thinking, but he managed to encounter very little Japanese culture that day. He just got a taste of home.
Nice.
That's actually kind of heartwarming in a way.
It is a little bit.
Yeah.
It staves off the homesickness.
Yeah.
You have to go far away to be able to find yourself.
Yeah. Okay. Good episode. All right.
Ian, I like that while you were doing yours, Siri activated on your watch and took your entire monologue as dictation.
What?
Perfect.
Oh, cool. I should send that to IMDb.
All right. I am going to figure out what I did with that Graham vlog challenge and mark it as complete.
So, as someone who has only watched Graham's vlog about the beer fest that I was at, I, for the longest time, had absolutely no idea if you were actually describing a vlog that he had done or if you were doing a bit. The whole time you were talking, until the very last sentence, I was like, oh God, oh God. I don't know if this is a bit.
Thank you.
Hey, it's me.
I appreciate that I had chat, like some members of chat for a couple of seconds there as well.
I look so good in that photo.
That was this evening's episode of ENA Liography.
Yeah. Good work, us.
There'll be another one in 24 hours about someone else's vlogs.
You won't believe what I do to episode 3.
You know what? I don't think I will believe what you do with episode 3.